The future is now. It's time for Fame 15.
Welcome back to Fame 15. My name is Quincy Bonds, your host, aka QBZ, and today we are just so privileged to have one of our creative females in the studio today. Writer, singer, actress, ordained minister, and just overall very spiritual, and I want to touch your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, DeEtta West is in the building. Do you like to be called DeEtta or Mama D?
Mama D.
Mama D
Yes.
is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and I just am so inspired. I read your bio, and I just, I thought I had my stuff together, and after reading it, I feel like I need to get another job and start volunteering, go back to church. I need to help the kids. Mama D, you're doing a lot.
You know,
okay, all right, but you are wonderful.
I have some years. First of all, thank you so much for having me on. This is exciting to be on Fame 15, and again, you live some more years and your bio will increase. I promise you.
Well, I'm going to get to work. Well, we got a couple questions. Is what we're doing is we're just talking to creative females, and we're trying to find out who do you think you are? And not kind of like, it's like a play on words because we know that you know who you are. But we want to tell our viewers just how you got to where you are and how you stay so positive and so spiritual.
Well, first of all, it's a good question because a lot of folk don't know who they are. And without sounding conceited, I know who I am. And that's vital in my quest and on my journey to know who I am, and not to sound cliche-ish, but I know who I am and whose I am. I know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm comfortable in my skin. I know the gifts that God has deposited into me. So I'm going to use those gifts until it's time to check up out of here. I was sharing earlier that when I die, I heard Miles Monroe say, "Don't die full. You have to die empty." And so at first, when I heard that come out of his mouth, I'm saying, what does that mean? I want to be full of the Holy Ghost and the Spirit and all filled up. But dying empty means that you've emptied yourself of everything that God has deposited in you. So when I'm laid to rest, I know that I've sung every song that he's dropped in me. I've preached every message. I've got on every stage and did my thing. Yes. I've got on the big screen, and I just know who I am.
Left it all out there. See what I'm talking about? And I'm going to add poetry to your repertoire because that was beautiful. Like, even the way she speaks, she knows who she is, and it's like you're not searching for anything because you seem to be chasing, and you're going to get everything you want out of this life. And that's a very big lesson for creatives and for people to learn. So tell us about some of your latest projects, because I know you're working at UP Up TV, Uplifting Television, and you just acquired a new position. And so I don't know how new it is, but as if you needed more to do, you're now doing some more things over at Up TV. So tell us about Up TV, because a lot of people don't know about it.
1,000 hats, okay?
Right.
And it would take probably the whole show to talk about everything, but at Up TV, which was when we first started and launched the network, it was Gospel Music Channel. It was a platform for all styles of gospel music and Christian music, rock, pop, country, soul, and even hip hop, but it was all gospel. And then we began to integrate movies and screenplays and so many things into it. So then they changed the name. We changed the name to GMC because we didn't want to lose the call letters. Okay. And
now, what I'd like to know, and I'm sure our studio audience would like to know, is how do you manage to, with all the things you have going on, Mama D, you also have a family, and you also have a personal life. How do you balance, making sure you pay enough attention to every aspect of your life as well as staying a creative female? How do you do that? 'Cause it's a tough job.
All those hats that we talked about earlier, and rolling right up to Up TV, which is where we are now. I have been married 35 years.
Wow, 35 years.
35 years to
wonderful.
A wonderful man, Dr. James A. West. He is an educator, and he is also, we're not pastoring now, but he is a minister as well. Okay. And then we have 3 kids, and the youngest one is 25 years old. We have Philip, Danielle, and Nicole.
So
and
how do you balance? How do you, like, family time? For example, Thanksgivings and Christmas, I'm sure those are big times for family, but outside of that, I'm sure everyone has a schedule in their life. How do you keep it all in perspective?
Well, since they're all out of the house and we have an empty nest, it's pretty easy. So the balancing is really with my husband and making sure that he gets the attention that he needs with my schedule. And because he supports